बम बम लहरी शिव शिव लहरी,
बम बम लहरी शिव शिव लहरी,
बम बम लहरी शिव शिव लहरी,
बम बम लहरी शिव शिव लहरी।
कोई गाए अगड़ बम शिव लहरी,
अगड़ बम शिव लहरी,
अगड़ बम शिव लहरी,
अगड़ बम शिव लहरी।
बम बम लहरी शिव शिव लहरी,
बम बम लहरी शिव शिव लहरी।
कोई गाए अगड़ बम शिव लहरी, अगड़ बम शिव लहरी।
अगड़ बम शिव लहरी, अगड़ बम शिव लहरी।
Good morning to one and all present here. I'm Devangi Raitata of IB1. It was said by Anne Frank, we are all alive, but we don't know what and why for. We are all searching for happiness. We are all leading lives which are different yet the same. The word happiness is most often used around us, but most of us are unaware about the meaning of that word. Our assembly today aims at broadening your perspective on the idea of being happy. Now, Ansh will talk about what is happiness.
What is happiness? Can we define happiness? Does happiness mean the same to you as it is to others? Does the presence of happiness affect our lives? We might not realize this, but happiness does play a very important role in our lives. Rather than success being a key to happiness, research shows that happiness could be a key to success. Decoding the literal meaning of the word happy would help us understand the word better. Oxford English Dictionary's definition of happy is feeling or showing contentment or pleasure. From this, we can conclude 1. Happiness is a state. It is not a personality trait. It isn't long lasting and is a changeable state. 2. Happiness is feeling or showing contentment or pleasure. It is not to be confused with bliss, ecstasy, joy, or other more intense feelings. 3. Happiness is not necessarily an external or internal experience, but can be both. However, this is not the be-all definition of happiness. The definition of happiness is still a not settled debate.
Shivani will now recite a poem titled Happiness.
Namaste. I am Shivani Ranipa from IGCSE and today I am going to recite a poem titled Happiness. Here is how it goes. There is no accounting for happiness, or the way it turns up like a prodigal who comes back to the dust at your feet, having squandered a fortune far away. And how can you not forgive? You make a feast in honor of what was lost, and take from its place the finest garment, which you saved for an occasion you could not imagine. And you weep night and day to know that you were not abandoned, that happiness saved its most extreme form for you alone. No, happiness is the uncle you never knew about, who flies a single-engine plane onto the grassy landing strip, hitchhikes into towns and inquires at every door until he finds you asleep mid-afternoon, as you so often are during your unmerciful hours of despair. It comes to the monk in a cell. It comes to the woman sweeping street with a birch broom, to the child whose mother has passed out by drink. It comes to the lover, to the dog chewing a sock, to the pusher, to the basket maker, and to the clerk stacking cans of carrots in the night. It even comes to the boulder in the perpetual shade of pine barrens, to the rain falling on the open sea, to the wine glass weary of holding wine. Thank you.
Arhan will now deliver a speech by Oprah Winfrey about happiness.
I'm Arhan Jain from IB1 and I'm going to be reciting a part of the speech given by Oprah Winfrey at Stanford University in 2008. And the speech talks about happiness. Not a small topic this is, finding happiness. But in some ways, I think it's the simplest of them all. Gwendolyn Brooks wrote a poem for her children. It's called Speech to the Young, Speech to the Progress to Words. And in it, she says at the end, live not for the battles won, live not for the end of the songs, live in the among. She's saying, like Eckhart Tolle, that you have to live for the present. You have to be in the moment. And whatever's happened to you in your past has no power over the present because life is now. But I think she's also saying, be a part of something. Don't live for yourself alone. This is what I know for sure. In order to be truly happy, you must live along with and stand for, and you must stand for something greater than yourself because life is a reciprocal exchange. To move forward, you must give back, and that is the greatest lesson of life. To be happy, you have to give back. If you are hurting, you need to help somebody ease their hurt. If you are in pain, help somebody else's pain. And when you are a mess, you get yourself out of the mess, helping somebody else get out of theirs. And in the process, you get to become what I call the greatest fellowship of them all, the sorority of compassion and the fraternity of service. Thank you.
Dev Sachde and Dev Sutrecha will highlight a few points about happiness versus satisfaction.
Hi, bro.
Hey bro, how are you?
All good. How are you doing?
I'm doing very fine.
Give me a minute.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, I finally scored good in mathematics. At least now I'm satisfied.
No, bro, it's just that you're happy and not satisfied. There's a
How,
difference.
how does it make a difference? Okay, I'm happy and satisfied. Happy now?
Wait, let me explain it to you.
Wait. You think I hosted a Zoom meeting just to hear the difference between happy and satisfaction?
Well, you got any other stuff to talk about?
Fair. Start.
Let me take your example for instance. When you said that you were satisfied by scoring good in mathematics, think for a longer term. The score scored by you, are they going to impact your life for a long term?
Not really. My mom will be happy for some time and then the regular hammering for studying. So, are you saying me that satisfaction is something that lasts for a longer term?
You got it, bro. You scored well this time. And so the emotion that you're facing right now is going to be short-lived. If you score well again and again, you will be satisfied because satisfaction is an emotion that is built over time, unlike happiness, which is momentary and fleeting feeling.
Yeah, true. Second thing, we receive happiness from an external source, whereas satisfaction is entirely an internal feeling. It comes from within.
Yeah, true. Like in your case, you can just be happy by scoring good once in mathematics, but you will be only satisfied when you achieve your full potential, which will be by scoring good again and again. This is what I was trying to explain to you.
I think of something which might also be a difference.
Go on.
I mark that when I'm satisfied, I try to make myself understand. It's more like self-realization. It helps to know my strengths and explore myself further. Uh, I cannot explain it further.
Oh, I know that feeling. You cannot explain it. I know, right? Happiness makes bonds with other people stronger, but satisfaction surely does improve the bond with yourself. It helps to know the real me.
You know what? Most of us are not satisfied. And the problem with us is that we are chasing euphoria and looking for contentment. We tend to settle for something which is temporary, where when actually we can experience something greater.
I didn't really get this one.
Look, satisfaction is here, in the moment. Happiness is something you think will be somewhere else. Happiness is like an itch you can't scratch enough. Today you are happy and tomorrow you are not, and you return to the regular state. Satisfaction, however, is lasting. It is all about embracing the moment and living in the present.
Oh, yes. Now I understand it. You're getting this, huh? Everything just depends on your beliefs. If you see poverty as a blessing rather than a curse, and be content with what you have, and your chances of being happy are greater than the person who sees materialistic things as a necessity in life.
So, if happiness is treating yourself in a five-star hotel,
Then satisfaction will be feeding a poor man or his family.
if happiness is earning a lot of money and buying luxurious cars and flats,
Then satisfaction would be earning lots of love from your family.
if happiness is gaining millions of followers on FB and Insta,
And satisfaction would be feeling calm and connected to the world and feeling content, yet with no followers in a social media account.
bro, I have to tell you this. I didn't really score good in mathematics. I just bluffed it to see your reaction.
What?
Never mind, lol. We had a good discussion today.
We surely did. See you tomorrow in mathematics.
Yeah, bye.
Bye, bro.
Bye.
Our TOK teacher, Mr. Kamal Dotwani sir, will now present a story based on the point to Socho.
नमस्ते, वेलकम टू टीजीएस असेंबली। खुशियों की बात आते ही मेरे मन में एक कहानी आई। मैं आपसे आज वही कहानी शेयर करना चाहता हूँ। एक बहुत बड़ा आदमी था, बहुत रईस, काफ़ी पैसा था उसके पास, कई नौकर चाकर और धन दौलत की तो कोई कमी ही नहीं थी। ये आदमी बहुत अमीर था पर बहुत दुखी था। उसे समझ में नहीं आता था कि उसके दुख का कारण क्या है। काफ़ी बीमार रहने लगा, गम के साए में डूबने लगा और उसने शहर के सभी वैद्यों को अपने घर बुला लिया। कोई वैद्य कहता आपको नज़र लग गई है, कोई कहता आपके शरीर में खून की कमी हो गई है, कोई कहता कुछ, कोई कहता और कुछ। सब वैद्यों ने अपना अपना इलाज शुरू कर दिया लेकिन ये आदमी ठीक नहीं हुआ तो नहीं हुआ। एक बहुत बड़ा फ़कीर उस शहर में आया। इस आदमी ने उसे भी बुला भेजा। उस फ़कीर ने कहा, अरे आप ठीक नहीं हैं, आप ठीक हो सकते हैं, बस आपको इतना ही करना है कि इस शहर में एक ऐसा आदमी ढूंढ लीजिए जो बहुत सुखी हो। उस आदमी की कमीज़ अगर आपने पहन ली तो आप फिर से ठीक हो जाएंगे और बहुत खुश हो जाएंगे। उस आदमी ने ताली बजाई और उसने अपनी सभी नौकरों को बुलाया। उसने कहा, जाओ ढूंढो इस शहर में सबसे सुखी आदमी कौन है। उस फकीर ने कहा, ना, दुखी आप हैं, ये तलाश आप ही को करनी पड़ेगी। उस आदमी ने कहा, ऐसा ठीक है, लेकिन मैं तो चल भी नहीं पा रहा, फिर भी मैं जाऊंगा, अपनी खुशियां तलाशूंगा। और यह आदमी चारों दिशाओं में चल पड़ा, कभी इस दिशा की तरफ, कभी उस दिशा की तरफ। आखिर में एक नदी के किनारे उसे एक आदमी मिला जो हंस रहा था, नाच रहा था, गा रहा था। उसकी शक्ल देखकर ऐसा लग रहा था कि वो बहुत 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 सुखी है। इस अमीर आदमी ने दूर से चिल्लाकर कहा, उसने कहा, हे भले मानस, लगता है कि तुम बहुत सुखी हो। क्या तुम मुझे अपनी कमीज उधार दोगे? मैं वो पहनूंगा तो मैं भी खुश हो जाऊंगा, मैं भी सुखी हो जाऊंगा। वो आदमी जो नदी किनारे नाच रहा था, उसने नाचते नाचते दूर से ही कहा, मुझे कोई आपत्ति नहीं, आप मेरी कमीज ले जा सकते हैं, लेकिन मजे की बात यह है कि मेरे पास कमीज है ही नहीं। इस आदमी ने कभी कमीज पहनी ही नहीं, तो बेचारा इस अमीर आदमी को यह कमीज देता कैसे? आज पॉइंट टू सोचो में मैं आप सबसे गुजारिश करता हूं कि कोविड-19 के इस काल में जब हर आदमी किसी न किसी बात से दुखी है, तो आप अपने खुश होने का कोई न कोई कारण ढूंढ लीजिए। सोचिए कि आप खुश होने के लिए क्या कर सकते हैं, किस हद तक जा सकते हैं, आपको क्या चाहिए और क्या नहीं चाहिए। सोचिएगा ज़रूर। नमस्ते।
Thank you all for being a great audience and have a great day ahead.